We know the trade deadline is going to be buzzing. One thing we didn't expect is to hear DeMar DeRozan's name being mentioned with the Philadelphia 76ers. We gonna talk about it, break it down. But you gotta hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on today's episode of Shy Boys Podcast. If you're tuning in with me today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Hasn't been much from the Chicago Bulls coming in this trade as the trade deadline is nearing its destination and coming up. We're hearing a lot of things about Zach LaVine, but now we're starting to hear things about Alex Caruso, and his latest buzz of news includes DeMar DeRozan and the Philadelphia 76ers. According to Brett Siegel, the Philadelphia 76ers are willing to give up a first-round pick for DeMar DeRozan. Daryl Morey and the Philadelphia 76ers do not want to give up a first-round pick ahead of the trade deadline, but be willing to do so for a player like DeMar DeRozan. Chicago Bulls, what the fuck we waiting on? Not even joking. Chicago Bulls, what are we waiting on? If the Philadelphia 76ers want to give up a first-round pick for a guy like DeMar DeRozan, who is 34 years old, who is on an expiring contract, who the Chicago Bulls don't know if you can get anything else out of him, what are we waiting for? That's just what it come down to, man. We love DeMar DeRozan over here in Chicago. We love every single thing that he's about. Everything that not everything, but mostly everything that he does on the court, everything he does off the court, the way he shows up, the way he mentors, most of the time on how he playing, every time going in and closing out games in the fourth. We love DeMar DeRozan. But a guy that's on an expiring contract, a guy that's 34 years old, a guy to where you have the Chicago Bulls and him not even being close on signing an extension, a guy that's over 30, and you might have to pay a crazy amount of money if you want him to stay with the Chicago Bulls. What are we waiting for? That's all I got to say. I understand the first round pick might not be beautiful, but hey, would you rather take him? A first-round pick, flip him for a first-round pick, maybe see if you can go ahead and tally up a young player up in there or some type of player up in there from the Philadelphia 76ers, and then boom, he becomes their player that they can go ahead and figure it out with. The Chicago Bulls are in a rut. We know what this team ceiling is. You got Zach LaVine, who's injured, and they're constantly pushing back his return. We don't know if he's going to return. We don't even know if he's going to be traded. But the thing is, we know what the ceiling is for this team as currently constructed. First round exit. That's it. Maybe they can get to a second round. Maybe. But as of right now, this is a play-in team for the last 2 seasons. What are we waiting on? If I'm the Chicago Bulls, I'm calling Daryl Morey, seeing if I can acquire a young big, maybe another young player with the first round pick. DeMar DeRozan, thank you very much. Appreciate you for the last 3 years, my boy. It was special. Thank you. Good luck to you in Philly, my boy. Good luck to you in Philly, my boy. That's how I will be addressing it. But obviously, we know who we dealing with. We know we dealing with Mark Eversley and Arturas Karnisovas, who continually play in our face. So we don't know what's going to happen. We just know that the trade deadline is 6 days away, I believe. What the hell is going to happen with the Chicago Bulls? We shall see. Because us as fans, we deserve better. We absolutely deserve better. And enough is enough. Keep your young guys. Let's continue to build around them. Let's add guys that can be here for the foreseeable future and not cost max money. Let's see what we can establish. Because as of right now, your hands are tied, at least from a standpoint to where the Bulls don't want to spend more money. So you got to do something with DeMar DeRozan. But hey, what would you guys do? Would you trade DeMar DeRozan for that first round pick? What would you do? Let me know down below. It seems very intriguing to me. If you can get a first round pick for this guy versus a bunch of second round picks, you pull the trigger. But let me know, what would you do? Just came and give y'all this quick update. Y'all make sure you tune in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace.
Cognac. Gang.